Hello everyone, welcome to the Still in Insight YouTube channel. So today I just quickly want to take us through some tricks and tips in trigonometry that will actually help us in our mathematical journey as a student or an individual that is actually in need of such knowledge. Now, when you talk about trigonometry, trig is talking about the measurement of three shape, because the trigonometric there is talking about the measurement of angles that are in of three dimension measures. Now, when you talk about trigonometry, there are some things we may need to understand or note in the sense of we're having angles like acute angle. We need to familiarize ourselves with such things. When you talk about acute, we talk about obtuse, we talk about reflex. Now, angles that are less than 90 degrees, they are acute angle, meaning from 1 to 89 are acute angles. Now, right angle is 90 degrees. Right angle is 90 degrees. Now, when you talk about obtuse angle are angles that are greater than right angle is equal to 90 degrees. Angles that are greater than 90 degrees and are less than 180 degrees, that is obtuse angle. Now, it means the angle is greater than 90 and it is less than 180 degrees, meaning obtuse angle is between 91 and 179. That's an obtuse angle, 91 and 179. Angle on a straight line is 180 degrees. Angles that are greater than 180 and less than 360 is a reflex angle. Sum of angle at a point or sum of angle in a circle is 360 degrees. Now we need to understand that we have acute angle less than 90 degrees, obtuse angle 90 degrees is less than the obtuse angle, and obtuse angle is less than 180 degrees. Angle on a straight line is 180 degrees. Now the angle that is greater than 180 and less than 360 is the reflex angle, while sum of angle at a point or sum of angle in a circle is 360 degrees. Let's now move forward. We know of right angle triangle. When you talk about right angle triangle, and we are talking about things in the nature of solving a question that is related to a right angle triangle, there is something called Pythagoras theorem in solving questions that relate to a right angle triangle. Now, this part of the Pythagoras of the right angle is called hypotenuse. Now, depending on the positioning of the angle, if the angle is here, this is going to be opposite and this will be adjacent. If an angle is here, this is going to be opposite and this is going to be adjacent. Whatever is facing the angle is the opposite. So we are maintaining that the angle is here, so this is going to be the opposite of the angle and this is adjacent. Now, Pythagoras theorem now says hypotenuse square equals opposite square plus adjacent square. Meaning, if this is 3, this is 4, we are saying 3 square plus 4 square, and that is 9 plus 16, and that is 25. Hypotenuse square equals 25. Then the square root of hypotenuse square and square root of 25, meaning the hypotenuse will be 5. So this is just an example to show how Pythagoras theorem works, that the square of this hypotenuse equals the square of the summation of these two sides, and that is Pythagoras theorem. Now, in order to move forward on trigonometry, the tips and tricks that I'm going to be showing us. Now, there is something also called SOHCAHTOA, meaning SOHCAHTOA. SOHCAHTOA is actually used in Pythagoras theory in trigonometry to solve questions that are related to sine, cosine, and tangents. Please, you need to wait till the end. There is a particular thing I want to show you that is not popular that you will actually gain a lot from, and that is going to come up after this. Now, for it simply means sine theta equals opposite over hypotenuse. This second means cosine theta equals adjacent over hypotenuse. The tangent, tan theta, equals opposite over adjacent. So that is the SOHCAHTOA. However, there is this thing that is not as popular. I just quickly want to chip in here. It's just a tip. When you have an inverse of these things, there is something that you can use. Now, if they ask you for sec theta, cosec theta, and cot theta, I want to tell you today that from today, you don't need to cram how to arrive at sec theta, cosec theta, and cot theta, because it is trigonometry and we are just counting three numbers. That is, we are talking about three measures of angles that we are measuring. All we are going to be doing is we are still going to be counting three. Now, sec theta 1, 2, 3, C, that's 1 over cos theta. Simple. Cosec theta, you don't need to cram it. 1, 2, 3, S, 1 over sine theta. For the last one, 1, 2, 3, T, 1 over tan theta. So with this, you don't need to cram anything. You already know your SOHCAHTOA. You already know your Pythagoras theorem. And you know the inverse of each of these signs. When you have sec theta 1, 2, 3, that's 1 over cos theta. Cosec theta 1, 2, 3, that's 1 over sine theta. You have cot theta 1, 2, 3, that's 1 over tan theta. And with that, you're fine. I hope this helped. If you enjoyed this video, I want you to help us with a like, thumbs up, and sure to subscribe. And let us know if you have any difficulty around this for us to elaborate more on them. Thank you so much for staying tuned to the end. And from Distilling Insight, we say thank you and bye-bye.